Hey guys, today I have a very highly regarded digital analog converter. It's an MHDT Labs Orchid. The Orchid is often described to be very warm sounding. It has a tube in it, so it'll bring in some of the second wave harmonics into the sound. To better describe second wave harmonics, imagine a sound that a solid state stereo system might be producing. Now imagine an exact overtone over it that has slight distortion. That distortion is a second wave harmonic. That is what creates more depth and warmness in the sound. Second wave harmonics are naturally found in musical instruments. Tubes naturally have this second wave harmonic. When you go solid state, you lose the second wave harmonics, as solid state gear just can't reproduce it. In fact, other less desirable harmonics are introduced in solid state gear. That's why some solid state gear sounds so edgy. Many solid state engineers admit that this is their biggest pitfall against tubes. So I reckon that by adding this Orchid, it'll warm up my solid state system. So I'm going to be replacing my exceptionally well musical fidelity V90 digital analog converter. This thing is so good that Stereophile rated it as a Class A product. I'll be using USB connections. My system is all Parasound. I have a Halo JC5 amplifier that just sounds stunning. My preamp, it's an oldie but goodie. It's a Parasound POD 2000. At the time it was released, it was one of the best preamps you can buy. I would argue in today's market, this thing can keep up with preamps that are in the $2,000 range. I recently acquired a Halo JC2, and this POD 2000 sounds like the JC2's younger sibling. I'll be reviewing the Halo JC2 soon, so make sure you like and subscribe. And my source is this old computer. I know computers aren't the best source, as they can sound crappy because it's a computer, but this is my living room setup. It's meant for casual listening. And my speakers are these Von Schweikert VR4s. They're just phenomenal speakers. I do wish that I could give you guys a demo, but I have crappy recording equipment, so it's gonna sound like crap, so why bother? Down the line, I'll get better recording equipment. Now, on to my listening impression. So after having heard the Orchid for a good long while now, I can say that the Orchid is giving me a more musical sound. I'm getting more mid-range that's warm, and I'm also getting a greater bass extension, which kind of surprised me. Highs seem to be just a tiny bit muted, but I think it's for the benefit of creating an easy, non-fatiguing sound. The Orchid seems to be overemphasizing the second wave harmonics, which is creating an overtly rich and warm sound that's just so romantic. And this can be great if that's what you're looking for, but it may not be as clean and accurate as other digital analog converters. But the Orchid just sounds so good. I've had this Orchid for several months now, and it's primarily used in my secondary system, which is here in my living room. I mostly use it to hear music with my girlfriend while drinking gin, or if I just want to relax while drinking a beer, I'll listen to this. So, in conclusion, the Orchid is more musical than the V90. The Orchid also has more bass extension. The V90 does give you a more natural sound. The Orchid is basically like a sweetener to the system. The Orchid makes the sound more rich, and that could be a good or bad thing depending on you. If you want a true, fast, organic, and natural sound, the Orchid may not be for you. But if you want a pleasant, lovely, warm, soothing, and luscious sound, while sacrificing a little bit of detail, clarity, and speed, then the Orchid is for you. Me personally, I have the Orchid in my living room where I listen to it casually. I have another digital analog converter in my main system, and that's where I do my serious, intense listening.